Hey guys, welcome to sunny California. It's a weird overcast June morning. Normally it's hot as hell out in the morning, but anyways, I wanted to make a quick video here about these Incrediball Hydrangeas from Proven Winners. I got these from my lovely wife for my birthday back in March, and there wasn't a lot of videos or information out there on these plants, so I thought I'd make a quick video here just showing you all the tips and tricks and things that I've learned over the last couple of months after planting these stunning Incrediball Hydrangeas. All right, so what makes this Incrediball? Now, if you've ever heard of Annabelle and Limelight Hydrangea, it's almost like they merged those together and made a super hydrangea. And this is it right here. The Incrediball Hydrangea is basically everything you could want out of those two hydrangeas merged into one. Now, most gardeners have pointed this out, but Limelight Hydrangea is believed to be able to take or withstand the most amount of sun. And this is, according to Proven Winners, only good up to about zone 8. And so far in zone 9, I'm in Northern California, this has been able to withstand all of the California sun. We've had 80 degree, 90 degree, 100 degree days, and this has been able to withstand it no problem. The Annabelle Hydrangea is known to flop. And so far this plant has not had any issues with flopping. It's supposed to get 4 feet high, sometimes even 5 feet high, and that width as well. So maybe in time it'll flop, but so far it's been able to withstand any kind of flopping and all the California sun. All right, so I'm gonna use the dreaded P word, every gardener's nightmare, and that is pruning. So you don't have to worry about this plant. This is a Incrediball Hydrangea when it comes to pruning. You can take this sucker back all the way down and you will get new growth, new flowers on every shoot. It blooms on old wood and new wood, so you don't have to worry about pruning this thing. Proven Winners states on their website that you should take this back 1/3 in spring, and so I would do that. But if you want to take some flowers off of this thing and cut it all the way back to the bottom of the stem and have those long stem hydrangeas that everybody wants in the house, go for it. This thing will have no problem regenerating new growth, new blooms on the old wood and the new wood, so prune away, you don't have to worry. Here comes the sun, finally. So here are the tips and tricks that I've learned about this plant so far. So first off, this is the thirstiest plant I've ever had in any garden, anywhere, anytime. This plant needs more water than any plant I've ever planted. So every morning I've got to get out and give this thing a deep soaking. If you don't do that by mid-afternoon, she's screaming in the sun that she's thirsty. The second thing is really pile up the mulch and keep this plant as moist as possible. So get 3, 4, maybe even 5 inches of mulch out. Heavily mulch this plant. The third thing is, and I battle this, maybe you don't, but all of my hydrangeas seem to get kind of a lighter yellow in the leaf, or sometimes a yellowing around the edges. So you've got to get some Espoma acidifier out and really kind of get the pH levels as low as possible on this plant. So if you notice that your hydrangeas are yellowing or yellowing on the edges, you got to get that Espoma acidifier out. I'll put a link below. The fourth thing I do with this plant, and I learned this from P. Allen Smith, he's a fantastic gardener. I'll put a link in the description below. He has a video, it's engaging, it's fun, he's great. And if you want to learn anything and everything about hydrangeas, definitely watch that video. Again, I'll put it in the description below. But when he plants his hydrangeas, he puts a scoop full of chicken manure in with it. That way, the first year of gardening, it's got lots of food, and after she's slept all winter, she has something to munch on in the first of the year. He also comes out the first of the year and puts another scoopful underneath the plant and really kind of fertilizes it. Proven Winners says to use rose fertilizer with this, and I've got lots of that sitting around, so I threw out some rose fertilizer and some chicken manure early on in the year. And so that's kind of the recipe for getting this thing looking incredible and getting these gigantic Incrediball blooms. All right, and the last thing I wanted to point out here is instead of using your traditional boxwood hedge out here, I've decided to go a little different here. I'm using what's called Gardenia radigans, and radigans is a dwarf gardenia, and we're creating a little hedge out here. I planted these plants probably about a month ago, and so in time I'm hoping that this creates a nice little hedge all the way around, and then we'll have the big mop head Incrediball hydrangeas kind of filling up this garden bed. If I didn't point this out already, these plants are supposed to get about 4 to 5 feet wide and about 4 to 5 feet tall. So these are massive hydrangeas. And then back here along the fence line, I just planted a Jackmani clematis. So along this fence line, you're going to have a big Jackmani clematis growing probably next year. you'll have the big blooms from the Incrediball Hydrangeas, and then tucked in underneath are going to be the Radigan gardenias. Best of all, the gardenias smell beautiful, and we have a big seating area right here. And so you'll be able to smell the gardenias, you'll be able to see the giant, mop head Incrediball Hydrangeas, and then behind it, the big purple bloom from the Jackmani clematis. This should be an incredible section of my garden. All right, well, there you have it. Those are the tips and tricks and everything that I've learned about growing this Incrediball Hydrangea. It is an incredible hydrangea. It's probably the best hydrangea you could possibly plant for your garden. It's supposed to avoid any kind of weeping habit, so you don't have to worry about staking it. The leaves on it are nice and big and dark green. The blooms on it are massive for first year growth. That's a massive hydrangea. It's stark white. Who doesn't love a white hydrangea? Best of all, it seems really easy to grow. So it's a flawless hydrangea. It can take all the California sun. There is nothing I can say bad about this hydrangea at all. Just give it a good soaking every morning, and it will reward you with beautiful blooms, easy growth habits. It's a flawless hydrangea. When I planted this back in March, there were not a lot of great videos online giving you tips and tricks and ways to be successful with this plant. So hopefully you found this video helpful, informative, all that other fun stuff. If you did, just give it a like. It really does help the channel immensely. But thanks again, and we'll catch you in the next video.